So, a lot of companies are pouring tons of money and resources into AI. They're expecting it to completely change the game, but more often than not, they end up with these disconnected projects that just don't deliver. So, why is it so hard to get enterprise AI right? Well, in this explainer, we're going to dig into exactly that.
This is the big question, right? It's the one that's probably keeping executives up at night. You've hired the talent, you've bought all the shiny new software, but that revolution and efficiency you were promised, it's just not happening. The projects stall out, your data is stuck in silos, and that return on investment is nowhere in sight. So what is going wrong here?
Well, here's the surprising part. The problem usually isn't the AI model itself. I mean, the algorithms can be absolutely brilliant. The real issue is something much more fundamental. It's the architecture. Your systems just can't talk to each other. Your fancy new AI tools are literally starving for data because they can't get to it. It's locked away in different departments, trapped behind totally incompatible software. So how do we fix this? That's what we're going to cover. First, we'll lay out the challenge. Then we'll introduce the solution, the strategic bridge called an API. After that, we'll break down the two pillars you need to build that bridge, internal and external APIs. And finally, we'll see why this whole thing is way more than just a tech issue. It's a core business strategy.
Okay, so the solution to all this architectural chaos is the API. That stands for Application Programming Interface. Now, don't think of it as some complicated piece of software. Think of it as a connector, a strategic bridge that finally allows all those isolated islands of data and technology in your company to link up and actually work together.
So what exactly is an API in plain English? Here's a great analogy. Imagine you're in a restaurant. You have a menu of options, but you don't just walk into the kitchen and start making your own food, right? Of course not. You have a waiter. The waiter is the intermediary. You tell the waiter what you want from the menu, the waiter goes to the kitchen, gives the order, and then brings the food back to you. The API is the waiter. It takes a request from one piece of software, goes to another one to get what it needs, and brings the information back in a clean, standardized way. It's how your weather app gets the forecast, or how a travel site pulls flight prices from a dozen different airlines at once.
But here's the thing. A really solid API strategy isn't about just one connection. It's a whole architecture, and it's built on two really important complementary pillars. You have to think about what's going on both inside and outside your company.
On one side, you've got your internal APIs. You can think of this as the build approach. This is all about creating your own waiters to make sure all your own systems can talk to each other smoothly. Then, on the other side, you have external APIs. This is the buy approach. This is how you tap into powerful tools from other companies without having to build them from scratch. Let's start with pillar one.
Pillar number one is all about getting your own house in order. Seriously, before you can even think about using powerful external AI, you've got to build a solid internal foundation. This step is absolutely non-negotiable.
So what does this actually look like? It means your tech team creates one single standard way to access your company's most important resources. So no more writing custom code every single time the marketing team needs to see sales data. Instead, you build one secure, reliable front door to that data, and anyone who has the right key can use it. It basically creates a common language for your entire organization to use.
And the payoff for doing this? It's huge. Your operations get streamlined because new products and features can be developed way faster. They just plug into the APIs that are already there. Your overhead goes down because your teams aren't wasting a ton of time hunting for data or trying to get access from other departments. And your efficiency just skyrockets because you stop duplicating work. If one team builds a great tool, another team can just use it through an API instead of building the exact same thing all over again.
All right, so once your internal foundation is solid, then you can start looking outward. Pillar 2 is all about strategically plugging into the incredible power of specialized AI tools made by other companies.
This quote really captures the heart of that buy strategy we talked about. Why on earth would you spend a year and millions of dollars trying to build your own image recognition tool when you can integrate a world-class one from a specialized vendor in just a few weeks? External APIs let you tap into this huge ecosystem of innovation, like right now.
And that, of course, leads to a super important business decision. The market is just flooded with AI vendors, and they all promise the world. So how do you cut through all that noise and pick a partner whose tools will actually play nicely with the systems you already have?
Okay, here's a simple 3-step checklist. First, check out their connection capabilities. Can their tool actually talk to your systems easily? Second, and this is the big one, the absolute deal breaker, you have to demand a built-in API.
If a vendor says they don't have one, just walk away, because without it, you are signing up for an expensive, super time-consuming custom project that completely defeats the whole purpose of buying a solution to begin with.
So, let's pull all of this together. Thinking API first isn't just some tech detail for the IT department to worry about. No, it's a fundamental shift in your entire business strategy. It directly impacts how agile your company can be and how well you can innovate.
You know, if there's one thing to take away from all this, it's this. A well-thought-out API strategy is the backbone that holds your entire AI effort together. It's what lets you be nimble, lets you experiment with new tools, and lets you connect all the different parts of your business to finally unlock the true value of your data.
And that leaves us with one last question for you to think about. I want you to take a hard look at your own organization. Is your approach to connecting your technology an asset that's speeding up innovation? Or is it an anchor weighing the whole company down with custom code, data silos, and missed opportunities? Honestly, the answer to that question could very well determine your future.